Hey everyone, it's Andy Medlam here, your boy from the UK. Just wanted to jump in here on my personal profile just to share some wisdom on the 4 skill sets that you need to master in order to be able to enroll premium clients into your coaching business or into the offer that you are currently selling. So I've created a short presentation inside Canva that I'm just going to share with you to illustrate the point I want to get across to help you to be able to be in a position where you can be proficient in signing premium clients into your business. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to find this valuable. I know you are, just to make sure I've got the right tab open. And I have. Cool. Bear with me, guys. It is a Monday. Okay. Cool. So what I want to do is I want to simplify this because I see so many coaches just overcomplicating signing premium clients or any clients for that matter. So there's actually only 3 things that you'll need. All right. Now, that in itself might put your head into a little bit of a spin because already you're down this deep, dark rabbit hole of strategy, conversions, automations, email signatures, and all this stuff that's keeping you stuck from getting clients. Ultimately, if your business hasn't hit 10K a month yet or 20K a month yet, you've not done your first 100K in sales yet, or you have done, but your business isn't repeatable, so like you want to do your second 100K, then these are the only things that you need. These are the only things that you need. So the first one is to be able to generate leads. Lead generation. Right? Lead generation to business is like what oxygen is to you breathing, right? You need it. Your business can't survive without having fresh leads coming into your business on a consistent basis. And when I say fresh leads, yes, I'm talking every day. Every day you should be able to generate new leads because there's millions and millions and millions of people out there right now that's struggling with the problem that you can solve. So why not be able to generate leads on a consistent basis, on a daily basis? The second thing that you need to be able to do is to be able to convert those people into wanting to jump on a call with you. So if you are selling an offer like $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 or above, then you can't expect somebody just to jump into or just to buy from the DMs or just to jump on a sales page, whip out their credit card, enter their details, and invest at that level without having a conversation with you first. What you're going to understand about today's marketplace, right? Really, really understand this. Today's marketplace is a lot more sophisticated than ever before, right? They know what they want. They know the type of person they want to work with. They've been down rabbit holes before. They've been scammed before. They've been high pressure sales before, right? They've got a lot more options today to choose from other people that they want to work with. So they're not just going to whip their credit card out and just invest in you without having a conversation with you first, right? So you've got to be able to convert those leads into people actually scheduling calls with you. And then the third thing that you need to be able to do is to be able to convert those into sales. So if we look at this from a 30,000 foot viewpoint, basically, right, they are the only 3 things that you need. Now, we're not talking about building email lists. We're not talking about collecting data as in names and email lists. We're not talking about building webinar funnels or VSL funnels or any crazy automation for right now, because if your business isn't in a position where you're constantly generating leads, booking calls and making sales, then you're in a position what I call potentially you're still in phase 1 of building your business, and it doesn't really warrant any automation or any Facebook ads or any complexity. You need to master the skill set in order to be able to generate leads, book calls, and make sales above and beyond anything else manually. So let's share this screen with you because there's 4 stages to mastering the skill sets to signing premium clients. And this is what I want you to really like zoom in on and identify like where you are in these stages. So the first stage, and by the way, I need to leave in like 10 minutes. I'm going to keep this relatively short. So I'm going to move through this fast because I've got a group coaching call at 1:30 here in the UK, which is in 10 minutes. We're going to be doing some sales role playing with some clients. So stage one is where you get started in building your business. And this is where, and I don't mean to speak cryptic here, right? But this is where, like, you don't know what you don't know. That means that there's a lot of things that you don't know, but you come into this marketplace, like you've either been accredited or you're an expert in something, or you've helped somebody overcome a problem and you deliver the result, or you've overcome that problem yourself and you got yourself the result. So you're like, this is going to be a breeze. I'm an amazing coach. I've generated results for non-paying clients or a few family members. Like, people are going to want to work with me. They're going to be like beating the door down to work with me. They're going to be queuing up to work with me, right? I'm going to be inundated with leads. It's going to be a breeze. But this is where you are unconsciously incompetent. You don't know what you don't know. You only know like what you know, right? So there's a lot of things here that you are unaware of. This is like the unaware stage. So you get started and you do a few things, you see a few things what other people are doing. So you like try to copy them and it doesn't work. It's like, this is not as easy as what I thought it might be. People are not lining up to speak with me. People are not like wanting just to work with me. People are not just getting the credit card out. So this is where you actually step into stage two, where now you are consciously incompetent. You now realize that you don't have the skill sets that it takes in order to be able to get clients, any paying clients. Doesn't matter if it's low ticket, mid ticket, or high ticket, or premium clients. You don't have the skill sets. Now you know you don't know. Right now you're stepping into this awareness stage of, wow, there's a lot of things I don't know. There's a lot of skill sets that I don't know. There's a lot of things I need to do that I even weren't aware of that I need to like be able to master, right? And then, but you want to try and get into stage three as quickly as possible. Stage three is where you're actually now consciously competent. And what this is where actually you're now out there and you're developing the skill set. You're implementing into implementation mode on a daily basis, right? And you're moving quick through to develop the skill sets. You're not proficient at this. It's still hard work. It's still tasking. You still have to think about it. You still have to question, am I doing this? Is this the right way to do this? But you're in this consciously competent mode where kind of you're out there, you're doing the do, right? Now, you want to get into a position really quickly where you are now unconsciously competent. This is where you want to be. This is where now this is where you can effortlessly go out there, do the do, implement their strategies, generate leads, book calls, convert people to sales, bring clients on board, serve clients, and you can do that effortlessly, right? It still takes hard work. You're building a business. Why shouldn't it be any easier, right? But it's not tasking. It's easier. Have you ever seen people out there and it's just like, when you look at them, it's like, wow, how can they do it so they seem to be a natural? Nobody's ever a natural at this, right? They've gone through stage one, stage two, stage three, and stage four. Stage one, stage two, stage three, and stage four. And they've developed the skill set. And they've developed the skill set at a level, and they've worked it hard at a level now where they can be in stage four. But I can assure you, when they first got started, they weren't in stage four. When they first got started, they started in stage one. But they were persistent. They got into stage two. And then they got into stage three. And they were practicing, they practiced, and they practiced, and they practiced. And they jumped in the trenches. They went belly to belly. They went eyeball to eyeball, right? And they mastered the skill set until they got into stage four. And now when you look at those guys and girls, right, these influencers or gurus, these people that you put on a pedestal, it's like, wow, you look up to them like as though they're gods. It's like, wow, they just do it so effortlessly. It just becomes so natural to them. And it doesn't. And I can assure you it doesn't. It's because they've gone through this, what we call house of change, right? Now, this is what they've done. First things first, right? There's 3 P's, right, to mastering this, is that you need to practice. You can see behind me, I'm just going to check the time. You can see behind me, right, there's a piano. Now, when I first started learning the piano, first and foremost, it goes back to me being around about 7 years old when I was watching a kiddies TV program one Saturday morning. And I don't know if anybody from the UK who can remember Tiswas, if you do, let me know. But I was watching Tiswas, and there was this young kid around about my age back then, 7 years old, and he was playing Moonlight Sonata, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I want to be able to do that. But if I go back here, so it wasn't until around about 12 years old they actually started taking piano lessons. But I went to the piano teacher and I said, I want to learn to play Moonlight Sonatas. And I told her the story. And she looked at me, she was like, right, okay. And my expectations was, well, I'm just going to be able to do this. I saw this 7-year-old kid doing it. Can't be that hard. I just want to do it. It wasn't until I sat down at the piano and I didn't know what I didn't know. And I didn't know a lot. So then that got me into unconsciously incompetence. Like, oh God, right? There's not just the left hand I've got to learn, the right hand I've got to learn, the pedals I've got to learn, the skills I've got to learn, the modes I've got to learn, theory I've got to learn. I was consciously incompetent, right? I'm consciously aware that, it's not going to be easy. So then I got into stage 3, where I became consciously competent. I was practicing each and every day, right? Which takes it into phase 1, right? Practice, the first one of the 3 P's. Second, be patient. A lot of times where I sat down at the piano and my mind just went blank. There were times I sat down at the piano and like I just lost everything. And I was struggling and there were challenges and I couldn't get this scale to work and I couldn't get this scale to work. And then trying to put left hand and right hand together, right? Let alone just playing them separate, putting them together, like it was a big, big challenge. But I was out there and I was patient with myself. I gave myself time. I didn't get stressed about it, even though it was challenging, right? And the third P is perseverance. Again, there's going to be challenges. It's not going to be plain sailing. It's going to be tough. Expect it to be tough. Don't expect it to be easy, right? Especially if you don't have a coach, if you don't have a mentor, right, that's guiding you through how to generate leads, book calls, and make sales. If you're doing it for yourself, it's going to take longer. Hire a coach, somebody that's doing the strategy that's going to help you to get to where you want to go. Then you're going to be able to get through these stages quicker. You'll especially be able to get into stage 3 quicker because you've got a coach and a mentor that's guiding you and showing you how to develop the skills quicker and get you into implementation mode a lot sooner. But you've got to go through these 4 stages in order for you to get to stage 4, right? Where you get into a position where you are unconsciously competent in all these 3 things, right? Lead generation in itself, you've got to go through those 4 stages. Booking calls in itself, you've got to go through those 4 stages. Sales, converting in itself, right? It's a skill set. Each and one of those in its own right, they've got their own skill set. So like lead generation, you've got to go through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. Booking calls, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Generating sales, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. And seldom, right, will somebody go from stage 1 to stage 4. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. That's why the arrows are going around that way. And then, sorry, excuse me, but you'll get to stage 4 and then you're jumping back into stage 1. And you're always on this cycle, right, of learning something new, unconsciously incompetent, consciously competent, consciously competent, unconsciously competent. So practice each and every day. Be patient with yourself, right? And have perseverance. That's a word that sometimes I get stuck. Doesn't roll off my tongue as it should do, right? Perseverance. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be obstacles. Expect them. Don't expect anything less. But as an adult, right, what do? We're good at mastering skill sets. We're good at overcoming challenges. We're good at overcoming obstacles. So there's no reason, right? You can't get into position. You can't get into position where you are closing like $16,000 deals or $9,000 deals or $6,000 deals like Caesar, or like Mo, $11,000 deals, or like Julie, $13,500 deals, right? Or Bishal, who did 18K, sell it with 8 people, or Uvbel. All those people that's achieved success before you, right? They've gone through those 4 stages, and they've practiced, they've had patience, and they've persevered. So just wanted to drop that little bit of wisdom in for you guys. It's now past, so I need to love you and leave you. I hope you found that useful. Let me know underneath in comments. If you want to schedule a call with me to take you through what we call a visual sales process. So it's an audit where we'll look at your business, we'll look at the skill sets that you need to develop, and then we can showcase what you'll need in order to get through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 quicker. Then just comment underneath here, shall we say sales, and we can schedule that call in and we can see if we can help you. So until we see you next time, bye for now.